Saturday, it was Derby Day, and here Entrepreneur was confidently expected to put his rivals in their place as he had done in the Guineas. The question was, though, which form was more solid, the Guineas or the Derby trials? Now, in normal circumstances, Benny the Dip would have been ridden by Frankie Dettori for John Gosden, but when Dettori was claimed by Godolphin, Gosden had to find a replacement jockey. The senior jockeys such as John Reid, Pat Eddery and others were already spoken for, so when Henry Cecil's second jockey Willie Ryan got the call, he didn't need a second invitation, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Under starters' orders, they're off.
And away they go in the Vodafone Derby, and Entrepreneur was the first to begin. Soon headed, though, by Crystal Hearted, who's anxious to lead, and Faris is up there as well from Benny the Dip. Driving through along the inside is Bold Command to get an early position from Simmons in. Just behind them early is Faris, followed next in the field by Single Empire. 1 length to Entrepreneur, followed by Cloudings the outside, then Silver Patriach. Musel is positioned on the inside, 1.5 lengths to Romanoff, who's back towards the rear of the field with the Fly. And 1/2 length last of all is the rank outsider Patriach, climbing uphill towards the 9, and Crystal Hearted takes it up clearly by 2 lengths to Benny the Dip. 1/2 length away then Bold Demand the inside, 1.5 lengths then to Faris the outer, followed then on the inside by Single Empire and Simmons in. Further back in the field then is Cloudings. They're followed next by Musel. Well back in the field is Entrepreneur as they sort themselves out. They're followed then by the Fly, who's back in the ruck as well, in company there with Romanoff as they continue their climb uphill on the far side of the course. Crystal Hearted shows the way by 1.5 lengths to Benny the Dip. 1.5 lengths further back then is Bold Demand as they pass the 7. A little bit wider out then is Faris, who's very handy. 1/2 length then to Single Empire. 1.5 to Cloudings, going fast around the outside now, followed next by Simmons in the inner. Further back is Musel at this stage as they pass the 6. Entrepreneur is on the inside of runners now, about to start a forward move. Back in the ruck then is the Fly, followed by Romanoff, and 2 lengths last of all is Silver Patriach as they start to run downhill past the 5 in the Derby. It's Crystal Hearted who shows the way. 1/2 length Benny the Dip, 1 length away then on the outside is Faris. Further back in the field then is trying to get into it is Single Empire. Bold Demand on the inside. Entrepreneur is well back at this stage, about 6 or 7 lengths off the pace as they round Tattenham Corner and set out for home. It's Benny the Dip on the far side, 2 lengths now to Crystal Hearted. On the outside Faris, followed by Bold Demand, then Simmons in. Further back in the field then is Entrepreneur, taken to the outside now in company with Single Empire and Romanoff, but Benny the Dip has slipped away as they go to the 2. Opens up a gap now of about 6 lengths over Faris. Battling on then is Silver Patriach. Entrepreneur under the whip, followed by Romanoff. A furlong left to go in the Derby. It's Benny the Dip by 4 lengths. Silver Patriach is mowing him down, followed then by Romanoff. Entrepreneur can't win. Benny the Dip 100 yards out. Silver Patriach coming home like a train. It's Silver Patriach on the near side. Benny the Dip the far side. A bombing finish. Benny the Dip and Silver Patriach.
Yep, you couldn't split them, could you? It took the judge a long time as well, but it showed that Benny the Dip had hung on and provided jockey Willie Ryan with a first ever Derby success at Epsom. He led most of the way.
Mr. Gosden and myself spoke about the race. Frankie told me to be positive, and John also. Bruce Raymond gave me a great bit of advice in saying try and save something for the last 50 yards, and when I needed Benny to dig deep, he done it for me.
A wonderfully positive ride from Ryan, one of the unsung heroes, enjoying his moment in the limelight.
And now riding back into one of the most coveted winners' enclosures in the world, the Vodafone Derby winners' enclosure. Willie Ryan's first Derby success. I can tell you it cost him a lot of money in the pub in the old Plough near Newmarket on that Saturday night. His bar bill came to well into 3 figures. And congratulations also to John Gosden, his first Derby success as well.